Hello guys, welcome to Python Psycho. In the previous lecture, we learned about data types. Today, we are going to learn about operators. Operators are basically symbols in Python. They can be plus, minus, equals to, greater than, smaller than. These following are the operators in Python. Let's see the first operator type, which is arithmetic operator. So arithmetic operators are basically those type of operators which help us to perform mathematical calculations. For example, I'm creating a variable a with the value 10 and a variable b with the value 20. Suppose I want to add them both. So I will print here a plus b. So to save the file, let's do Control S, and here I will save it in new folder. So yeah, right. And to run the file, you can click run and also a shortcut key F5 as well. So here we can see a plus b is 30. Next one, let's do minus. Suppose I want to do b minus a. So here I can see there is b minus a, which is 20 minus 10, which is 10. I can also do directly like 83 minus 33. This can also give me the same output, which is 55. The next one is multiplication. For multiplication, we use asterisk. So 6 asterisk 2. 6 into 2 is 12. So here the output is 12. Next one, we have power, where 6 asterisk asterisk 2. So here 6 gets multiplied to itself 2 times. 6 into 6, which is 36. This is known as exponent. Alright, so let's run it. So here we can see 6 into 6 is 36. We can also do 10 asterisk asterisk 3. So basically 10's cube. 10 into 10 into 10. This is equals to 1000. Let's see. Alright, you can see 1000 is our output. And the last one, not the last one, but let's do 10 double divided by let's do something else. Let's do 125 divided by 5. So here, this is known as simple division or simply just division. And it returns value in a float. Whereas we also have floor division. Let's do 125 divided by 5. And this is known as floor division, which gives us a value in an integer. So if I run this both codes, we can see when we have used single slash, we get the answer in float. And whereas when we use double slash, we get the answer in integer. The next one we have is mod. I do 10 divided by 4. So here 4 2s is 8. This basically gives us the remainder. That's why 10 minus 8 becomes 2. That's why our output is 2. Let's have one more example to understand it much better. Suppose we have 10 and we are dividing it by 3. So the closest number to 3, the closest number to 10 is 9 and 3 is stable. That's why 3 into 3 first becomes 9. And that's why 10 minus 9 becomes 1. Let's run it and see. As we can see here, 1 is the output. So basically, whenever you use percentage sign, which is also known as mod in Python, it gives us a reminder. The next operator we have is assignment operators. So assignment operators are basically giving a value or assigning a value to a particular variable. Suppose I have assigned value to a, which is 10. Let's save the file first. Save, we will hit Control S and to run F5. So let's run it. So here we can see a equals to 10. Let's use our next assignment operator, which is plus equals to. So basically to modify the value or update the value, we use assignment operators. Here we can see I have written a equals to 10, the output is 10. But as I write a plus equals to 11, the new value of a becomes 21. This is because the older value and the new value which I wrote here gets adds up and becomes 21. That's why the new value is 21 now. The next assignment operator we have is minus equals to. So I wrote again 11. Now the older value was 21 and the new value is 11. That's why 21 minus 11 will become 10 again. So let's rerun it. And here we can see the new value is 10. The next one we have is asterisk or multiplication. Suppose I'm doing 2. So here the old value was 10 and the new value are given is 2. So let's multiply them and the new value will become 20. Let's print it once. So yeah, here you can see the new value is 20. Next one, let's try double asterisk equals to, let's do 2. So now as the new value is 20, it will multiply to itself twice, which is 400. Basically the square of 20, which is 400. So here we can see our output is 400. Next, let's have flow division. Here, let's do divided by 8. Alright, and let's print. So the new one will become 400 double divided by 8. That's why the new value is 50. Let's further divide it. Here's the simple division one. And let's divide it by 5. Alright. Let's try something else. Let's try 2. So here, now as I have used division, it will give us answer in float. So here we can see our answer is in 25.0, which is float. And the last one we have is remainder. Here, let's try 4. So the last value of a was 25. And if we divide it by 4, 6 4s are is 24. And that's why 25 minus 24 will be 1. That's why our output will be 1. Let's see. So here we can see our output is 1 now. The reason why we have the output in float is because our base value was in float as well. That's why our output is in float. Moving ahead, our next operator we have is comparison operator. So comparison operators are basically used to compare two values. Suppose we have value 10 and we will compare it with 10 as well. So here I have used the equal to operator. Equal equals to. Okay, so if I run this, before running, comparison operator uh, gives us the output in true or false, which is a Boolean value. So if I run 10 equals to 10, which is actually right, that's why it will give us the Boolean value true. So that's why here we can see the output is true. Next one we have is not equal to. Suppose I write 10 not equals to 11, which is also right. That's why 10 not equal to not equal this. So if I run this is actually, so here I can see the output is true. Next one we have is greater than and smaller than. Suppose I'm writing 10 greater than 12. So which is false. That's why our output is false. Next one we have is 10 smaller than 12, which is actually right. That's why our output will be true. Next one, let's have uh, greater than equal to and smaller than equal. Suppose I'm writing greater than equals to 10. So here 10 is equal to 10. That's why it's right as well. And let's have 10 greater than equals to 5, which is right as well. So the output for both is true and true. Next one we have is uh, smaller than equal to. Suppose we get 6 smaller than equals to 4. This is totally wrong. That's why our output is false. All right. Next one we have is logical operators. Logical operators, there are three types of logical operators: and, or, not. Let's have the first one. Suppose we have 10 equals to 10 and I'm using and operator, and 3 equals to 5. So here let's first run it and see what's our output, and then we will understand it afterwards. So here our output is false. This is because in AND operator both condition must be true, and in this case our second condition is false. That's why our output is false. So let me add both condition must be true. Alright. If I give both condition true, like 10 greater than 9 and 5 greater than 4. So here both of my condition are true. That's why our output is true. Next one we have is OR operator. In OR operator, any one condition should be true. So let's do 3 greater smaller than, let's do 2, and let's use OR operator. 2 smaller than 3. So here one of our condition is true. So our output will be true. Condition. If our both condition are false, the output will be false. Alright, let's next try our last logical operator, which is not. Suppose I'm giving 10 equals to 12. So basically this condition is false, but as we have used the not operator, our output will be reciprocal, or we can say opposite slash opposite. So this condition is false, but as we have used the not operator, our output will be true. The last type of operator we have is membership operator. So let's create a list. Okay, so I'm creating a list containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's print. Uh, if I suppose the first membership operator is in, I print 1 in list 1. So yes, 1 exists in list 1. That's why our output will be true. But if we print 6 in list 1, as there is no 6 in our list 1, the output will be false. So here we can see our output is false. The next one we have is not in operator. Suppose I print 6 not in list 1. So yes, you can see there is no 6 in list 1. The output will be true. So here we can see the output is true. The next one we have is suppose I write 2 not in list 1. So here 2 is in list 1, but we have used not in, that's why our output will be false. All right, moving ahead. Um, all right, moving ahead, let's have a little bit about a new topic known as comments. So basically, comments are used in Python to ignore a particular code. Suppose I want to write print hello, but suppose I no longer need it, but I also want to keep it at the same time. So I will just use a hashtag before it, and the Python will simply ignore the following code. So here we can see there is no hello printed. So this is how you can print. You can also comment out multiple lines as well using hashtag. So here I'm commenting out multiple lines as well. And as you can see, there will be a little of an output. You can also comment multiple lines by using triple quotes. For example, I'm using starting the triple quotes before the print function and ending it after the print function. So here you can see there is no output like 30, 10, 55, 12 here. So basically Python just ignored the following text and just moved on to the later one, which are shown. All right, that's enough for today. In the next lecture, we will learn about if else.